Ever wondered which countries boast the biggest mosquitoes? Well, allow us to enlighten you. Mosquitoes, those pesky little creatures that buzz in our ears and leave us itching for days, come in various sizes. And believe it or not, their sizes can vary dramatically from one country to another. While some of us may shudder at the thought of a mosquito, others marvel at the fascinating world of these blood-sucking insects. They're not just pesky pests, but also an intriguing subject of study. In the grand scheme of nature, they play their part, as annoying as it may be to us. You might be wondering, where on this green earth do the most gigantic mosquitoes call home? Which nations have the dubious honor of hosting these mini monsters? It's quite the global competition, and the results might surprise you. Now let's dive into the intriguing world of mosquitoes and discover where the giants among them reside. Starting our countdown at number 5, we find ourselves in the United States, the land of the free, home of the brave, and you guessed it, the habitat of some rather impressive mosquitoes. Now, when you think of the United States, mosquitoes might not be the first thing that come to mind, but let's take a journey to the far reaches of the north, to the stunning wilderness of Alaska. Amidst the sprawling tundra and towering mountains, there's a tiny creature that's been making a big impression, the Aedes mosquito. This isn't your average backyard nuisance. No, the Aedes mosquito is a force to be reckoned with. It boasts a size that certainly puts it in the heavyweight category of the mosquito world. But size isn't everything, as they say. This mosquito has a reputation that precedes it. Known for its aggressive nature and insatiable appetite, it's the uninvited guest at every Alaskan summer barbecue. Despite its reputation, the Aedes mosquito plays a crucial role in the ecosystem. It's a significant source of food for several species of birds and bats. So, while it might be an annoyance to us humans, it's a gourmet meal for others. And let's not forget, these mosquitoes have been around for millions of years, so they must be doing something right. But don't worry, you don't have to travel all the way to Alaska to encounter an Aedes mosquito. They can be found in many other states, especially during the warmer months. So next time you're enjoying a warm summer evening, spare a thought for the humble Aedes mosquito. It might just be the biggest mosquito you'll ever meet. So the United States claims the 5th spot with its own Aedes mosquito. But brace yourselves, larger mosquitoes are coming. Bigger, bolder, and with an even bigger bite. Stay tuned to find out where our journey takes us next. Moving further up the list, at number 4, we have Russia. A land of extremes, Russia is not just home to the largest country in the world, but also to some of the most enormous mosquitoes you could ever encounter. Our focus here is the infamous Siberian mosquito, a name that sends chills down the spine of anyone who's had the misfortune of meeting them. Siberia, a region known for its long, harsh winters and short, intense summers, is a paradise for mosquitoes. During the summer months, when the permafrost thaws, it creates an ideal breeding ground for these blood-sucking fiends. And these are not your ordinary mosquitoes, oh no. The Siberian mosquitoes, or as the locals endearingly call them, nose-biters, are known for their intimidating size. They are often compared to small birds rather than insects. Now that's a mosquito you don't want to mess with. These winged beasts are not just big in size, they're also big in numbers. It's said that during the peak summer months, you're more likely to encounter a swarm of Siberian mosquitoes than a fellow human being. Imagine that! They are so prolific that they've even become a part of local folklore, with stories of them carrying away small children. Well, while that may be a bit of an exaggeration, the sheer size and number of these mosquitoes are indeed enough to give anyone pause. But don't be too quick to judge these creatures. Despite their menacing appearance and reputation, Siberian mosquitoes play a crucial role in the ecosystem. They serve as a food source for a variety of birds and bats, and their larvae help in breaking down organic matter, contributing to nutrient cycling in the environment. So while they may be a nuisance for us, they are vital for the Siberian ecosystem. There you have it. Russia takes the 4th spot with their Siberian mosquitoes. But we're not done yet, the top 3 await. Securing the 3rd spot, we land in China. A land of sprawling landscapes and ancient history, China is home to a diverse array of mosquito species, among which is the formidable toxorrhynchites. Remember, size is not always proportional to menace. The toxorrhynchites, often referred to as the elephant mosquito, is a gentle giant in the mosquito world. This species is among the largest in the world, with adults reaching up to half an inch in length. They sport a vibrant array of colours from metallic blue to green, making them quite the sight to behold. But what's truly remarkable about these behemoths is their diet. Unlike their blood-sucking kin, adult toxorynchites prefer to feast on nectar. Their larvae, however, have a taste for the more dramatic, preying upon the larvae of other mosquito species. This unique dietary preference positions them as natural pest controllers, helping keep populations of more harmful mosquito species in check. So while the toxorynchites may be intimidating in size, they're actually allies in our quest to control mosquito populations. It's a refreshing twist in our mosquito tale, isn't it? A giant that sips nectar and battles its own kind for the greater good. But don't let this gentle giant lull you into complacency. China is also home to other more menacing mosquito species. And as we journey deeper into our countdown, remember, size isn't everything, and the smallest creatures can often be the most deadly. China impresses us with the toxorynchites, but the top 2 spots are still up for grabs. Just missing the top spot at number 2, we have Brazil. Now let's journey to the lush, vibrant landscapes of Brazil, home to the Amazon rainforest and a mosquito species that's sure to make you shudder. Enter the Sorophora ciliata, or, as it's more commonly known, the gallinipa. This mosquito is not your average bloodsucker. Oh no, friends, it's a giant among its kin, reaching sizes that could make you think it's a small bird at first glance. But don't be deceived, this is no feathered friend. The gallinipa is notorious for its aggressive behavior and a bite that can feel like a pinch. In the mosquito world, the gallinipa is akin to a heavyweight boxer. It's robust, it's resilient, and it's not afraid to throw its weight around. And, much like a boxer, it's got a punch that you won't forget in a hurry. But despite its fearsome reputation, the gallinipa plays a vital role in Brazil's diverse ecosystem. It's a reminder of the delicate balance of nature, where even the creatures that make us squirm have a part to play. As we leave the rainforests of Brazil, remember, it's not the size of the mosquito in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the mosquito. And the gallinipa has plenty of fight to give. Brazil's gallinipa takes the silver, but which country will take the gold? And finally, claiming the top spot, we have Canada. Now, when you think of Canada, you may think of maple syrup, hockey, and friendly folks saying sorry a lot. But there's something else that's quite notorious in these parts, the infamous Canada mosquito. This creature is considered the largest mosquito species in the world, and boy, can they be a nuisance. Imagine a mosquito, not just any mosquito, but one that's so large, it's often mistaken for a small bird. That's the Canada mosquito for you. It's an impressive sight to behold, if you're brave enough to stick around for a closer look, that is. These winged warriors are known for their formidable size, with some reaching up to 1.5 inches in length. Surprisingly, despite their intimidating size, most Canada mosquitoes are not known for their bloodthirsty nature. Instead, they are more of a gentle giant, feeding primarily on plant and fruit nectar. But don't be fooled, if given the chance, they won't hesitate to take a bit of a nibble on a human. Now you might be wondering, why are these mosquitoes so large? Well, it's all thanks to the cold Canadian climate. You see, in order to survive the harsh winters, these mosquitoes have evolved to be larger, storing more fat and energy to get them through the colder months. It's a fascinating adaptation, really. And let's not forget, these gargantuan mosquitoes are not just a menace. They also play a vital role in the ecosystem. They serve as a food source for many animals and help pollinate plants. So, as much as they might be a bit of an annoyance, they're an important part of Canada's biodiversity. So, the next time you find yourself in the great outdoors of Canada, keep an eye out for these colossal critters. Just remember, they're more scared of you than you are of them. Well, maybe. So, Canada reigns supreme with the largest mosquitoes in the world. Who would have thought? So there you have it, folks. We've journeyed through the buzzing landscapes of 5 countries, each with its unique breed of mosquitoes. We started off in the United States, where the mighty gallinipa makes its home. Then we took a flight to Russia, where mosquitoes are as notoriously hardy as the Siberian winter. Our next stop was China, a country that boasts of diversity not just in its culture, but in its mosquito population as well. Then we headed to the tropical paradise of Brazil, where the Aedes aegypti reigns supreme, a breed so infamous it needs no introduction. And finally we flew north to Canada, where mosquitoes are as much a part of summer as barbecues and lakeside retreats. Remember, regardless of their size, all mosquitoes deserve our respect and a swift swat. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.